And it's a great pleasure for me to welcome each of you here today at this conference at the Catholic University of Argentina. I especially want to thank the university officials for permission to hold this conference here. And again, I want to add my thanks to Cecilia and the incredible staff of Instituto ACT in Argentina for organizing so many of the details. I know they make it look very easy, but it has not been easy. It's been quite a vigorous undertaking. So you have made this conference a reality, and I add my thanks to all of the others. Let me begin by mentioning at the outset here that the entirety of this event is being live streamed around the world via the internet, so that in a sense this conference is truly international in its coverage and in its audience, just as ACT and Institute has been right from its very beginning 25 years ago. Those of you who spend time in the world of social media will know that there's already been a great deal of commentary and discussion on the themes of this event on Facebook and Twitter and other places, other social media. The theme of our gathering today is Christianity and the Foundations of the Free Society. This, as Chris mentioned, is the third of 5 conferences on the theme of religious freedom and economic liberty being held in various parts of the world. The first conference was held in 2014 in Rome, the second at the Catholic University of America, this third one right here, and as Chris mentioned, the fourth one will be in Jerusalem. For reasons of which we are all acutely aware, religious liberty is on many people's minds today, whether it's the outrageous treatment of Christians in the Middle East and other parts of the world, or the ways in which expansionist government programs informed by a distinctly secularist mindset are impinging on the Church's ability to carry out her mission of charity, of religious liberty. We know that these institutions are not in good shape throughout the world. And yet, despite this background, it is also true to say that the relationship between religious liberty and economic freedom has remained relatively unexplored, not only in the Catholic world, but in the wider Christian community, in the wider religious community. If you think about it, all of the discussion on religious liberty has not very often, if ever, had a component that deals with economic liberty and the right to private property. The emphasis is often on religious liberty as a safeguard for various political freedoms, but we know that those governments bent on complete control of society always seek to unreasonably restrict religious freedom. Catholicism has always been, and still is, a major target in this regard because the Church has never accepted the state to be able to wield any type of religious authority over the Church. Economic liberty, however, is rarely mentioned in such discussions, but as history has shown us, some degree of economic freedom and its associated institutions are also essential for limiting state power. Indeed, one might say that it is impossible to have a free society without economic liberty. That said, the specific relationship between economic liberty and religious freedom is not straightforward. As the presentations today will illustrate, it is complicated and multifaceted. I could say much more about this subject. There is, however, a great deal of ground to be covered today, so I know that our speakers have prepared some very thought-provoking presentations. There will be 2 sessions today. Each one will feature 2 speakers. After both speakers have spoken, we'll have an extended opportunity for questions from you, and to ensure that we all stay lively, we'll even have a coffee break in the middle of the 2 sessions and then come back.